Judgment doesn't begin in a courtroom. It begins much earlier. It begins in the moment someone decides who you are before asking what happened. In the pause between a question and an answer. In the assumption that fills the space where evidence should be. This is a story about how judgment moves faster than truth, and how once it arrives, justice struggles to catch up. Jerry Sam never imagined his life could split in two on a Tuesday afternoon. He had just finished a double shift at the warehouse. His body ached in the dull, familiar way of someone who worked for every hour he earned. He walked home with his headphones in, his work badge still clipped to his jacket. He was thinking about dinner. About sleep. Nothing remarkable. That's how most lives are before they change. The police car slowed beside him without sirens. No urgency. No explanation. Just a quiet presence that made the air feel heavier. Jerry noticed it the way you notice a shadow stretch too long. The car stopped. An officer stepped out. "Hey. Come here for a second." Jerry removed his headphones. "Yes, sir. What are you doing around here?" The question wasn't neutral. It carried weight. Expectation. Suspicion. "I'm walking home from work." The officer nodded, but not in agreement. In assessment. A radio crackled. Suspicious mail. That was it. The handcuffs didn't click because of what Jerry did, but because of who he looked like in the fading light. His protests were swallowed by the procedure. His work badge, the plastic proof of his alibi, was tossed into an evidence bag, transformed from a symbol of industry into a mere possession of a suspect. In the interrogation room, truth was treated like a hostile witness. They didn't ask if he did it, they asked why he did it. The narrative was already written. They just needed him to sign the bottom of the page. By the time the gavel fell weeks later, Jerry wasn't a man anymore. He was a case number. A statistic. A danger to be removed. The jury didn't see the double shifts. They didn't see the tired walk home. They saw the suspicious mail the radio had announced. Years bled into decades. Inside, time is measured not by clocks, but by what you lose. Jerry lost his mother's funeral. He lost the gray in his own hair to stress before age could claim it. He lost the softness of his own name, hearing it only when shouted by guards. He sat in a cage built by a split-second assumption, holding on to his innocence like a secret religion that no one else believed in. Then, the glitch in the system. Surveillance footage from a bodega 2 blocks away surfaced. A timestamp. A blurry figure that was clearly not Jerry. The narrative crumbled. The conviction was overturned. Jerry was released into a world that had moved on without him. They handed him his freedom like a receipt for a returned item. No parade. No fanfare. Just a door opening to a street he no longer recognized. The apology was buried in paperwork, silent and bureaucratic. Judgment came first. It arrived with the speed of a lightning strike. Justice came late. It arrived with the slow, agonizing pace of a glacier, grinding everything in its path before finally revealing the ground beneath. He walked out of the precinct, the sun hitting his face, but the shadow of that Tuesday afternoon still stretched behind him. You can remove the chains, but you cannot return the time. This is broken justice.